Formation of silk fiber. Silk is very important natural fiber. It is soft, lustrous, elastic and strong. You will be surprised to hear that yarn produced by them is much stronger than a steel wire of similar thickness. More importantly, it can be colored very easily. There are different varieties of silk, of which mulberry, ari, tasar and muga silk are of commercial importance. Most commercial silk is mulberry silk, which is very fine white fiber. Silk fibers are obtained from cocoon or silkworm. Let's understand the life of silkworm and how cocoon is formed by them. A female silk moth lays hundreds of eggs at a time. Let's talk about one of the egg. When the young organism growing in the egg reaches to the larva stage, it comes out of the egg. Now, the organism is known as caterpillar or also called silkworm. The silkworm feeds on the leaves of mulberry plant. When it grows and is ready to enter in the next stage of life cycle called pupa, it starts weaving a net around itself. It then swings its head from side to side, forming a shape of 8. While doing so, the silkworm secretes a protein which on exposure to air becomes hard. This is the silk fiber. Silkworm covers itself completely and enters in the next stage of its life cycle called pupa. The covering so formed is called cocoon. Inside the cocoon, the pupa grows and becomes a moth. The silk fiber is obtained from cocoon of the silkworm. The rearing of silkworm for obtaining cocoons made of silk fibers is called sericulture. Basically, the rearing of silkworm to obtain silk fiber is called sericulture. The people who practice sericulture are called silkworm farmers. A female silk moth lays hundreds of eggs at a time. These are stored on a strip of cloth or paper carefully and sold to silkworm farmers.
Watch ad-free and complete syllabus on Learn Fatafat Android app. Download the app now.
They keep these eggs in favorable conditions. Under suitable temperature, the eggs are warm so that the young organism called larva break the shell and come out of the egg. Normally, this is done at the time when mulberry trees bear fresh leaves. The young organism that comes out is called caterpillar or silkworm. It eats the leaves of mulberry plant and grows in size. Along with mulberry leaf, the silkworm is kept in clean bamboo trays for about 25 to 30 days. After this time, the caterpillar stops eating and moves to small bamboo chamber. They create net around them and produce cocoon with silk fiber. Inside the cocoon, caterpillar develops into silk moth. The cocoons are boiled, kept under the sun or exposed to steam. By doing so, the silk fiber separates out. The process of separating silk threads from cocoon of the silkworm is called reeling. It is done with the help of special devices. Here is one of them. Once the end is obtained, these machines unwind the fiber from cocoon wound on the reel. The spinning of silk fibers produce silk yarn or silk thread. By weaving the yarn, so produce silk fabric, and then silk cloth can be formed.
Watch ad-free and complete syllabus on Learn Fatafat Android app. Download the app now.
There are different kinds of silk moths which produce different types of silk fiber. The differences arises based on the texture, that is coarse, smooth or shiny appearance of the fiber. In India, sericulture is majorly done in Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Assam and Bodoland, West Bengal, Jharkhand and Tamil Nadu.
Hazards in sericulture. Production of silk is associated with several health problems. The people who are working in silk industry in due course of time develop some health issues which can be discussed as follow. First, workers need to dip their hands frequently in boiling water to judge whether the silk threads have become soft enough to be extracted. This causes burning of skin, blisters and open wound injuries. The open wounds are prone to several other skin infections and diseases. So this leads to the tremendous burning of the hands of the workers in this industry. Second, silk extraction demands long hours of standing, nearly 14 to 16 hours a day, which is a long period. So workers need to focus on reeling of the fine silk, which leads to back aches and eye problems, which is again an issue in the sericulture. Third, boiling of cocoons in big water tanks releases lot of fumes and vapors. As you know, the cocoons are boiled, so this leads to the release of vapors and fumes, which causes respiratory problems such as asthma and bronchitis. Next, machines used for spinning and weaving produce a lot of noise. Continuous working in such noisy conditions leads to hearing problems.